Hello everyone, welcome to Energy First Golf. Today in this video, I really want to talk about pain because a lot of viewers ask me, how come my joint is hurting, my elbows, my knees, my back. Now understanding the easiest way to say is that when you play golf, if your movement is incorrect, that means if you don't have a good golf swing, then you will have problems with the joint. Now, not everybody, okay, but what I'm saying to you, if you have any type of pain, elbow, knee, that's because you're swinging improperly. Your swing isn't correct. Again, the reason why I say not everybody, here's a very good sort of example is that someone can smoke all their life and not get lung cancer. But you have someone get lung cancer just because secondhand smoke. Again, that was just example. I don't wish any illness on anybody. That was just example. So let's talk about today why you having pain. Because remember, we talked about how when you learn golf, the first stage of learning golf is that we talked about there's power struggle. Because your body, every human being naturally, when you use your body, you will use your body in a two-dimensional fashion. But unfortunately, when you play golf, you have to have three-dimensional movement. It means a lot of rotational movement. So you can see our human body is made to do 2D movement, up and down, side to side, front and back. When we do rotational movement, it's actually unnatural to us. But mind you, I have also mentioned before that for adults and for kids, they're very different. For most kids, if you learn how to play golf, like the most professional players, the tour players, their golf swing grows with them. For adults, if you pass 16, you actually have to learn a golf swing on top of your adult body, which is on top of your two-dimensional body, right? So that's the reason why. And the truth is, you can say, well, what about Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods, he doesn't have a perfect swing. I mean, that's why he's got knee problem and back problem. Okay, but a lot of times, again, it doesn't really happen to everybody. Some people are very fortunate. But understanding with Energy First Golf, Energy First Impact Later, that's the reason why we're talking about why a standard golf instruction is so important. So that way, if you learn it correctly, if you learn how to swing properly, it will minimize all of your pain, all of the problems in the long run because golf, it is a lifelong game and there's a lot of repetitive movement, right? So today I really just want to talk about the back problem. A lot of viewers say why I have a back problem. We already talked about this. One, if you have a interior back when you set up, or I call the interior locking or arch back, this will cause you have back problems. Okay, because if you have a interior back, the locking back, it's going to minimize the rotation. So then if it minimizes the rotation, then you have a lift movement. A lift movement is a 2D movement. It means you either go this way or this way, right? And then, of course, on the downswing, because you didn't lower your body correctly, and then you don't have correct energy from a central rotational movement, then you'll get hurt. Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. We now have a personal swing analysis and also we offer personal instructional video. We have our own golf gloves, belts, shirts, hats, and bucket hats. If you're interested, please click on the Shopify link below. And don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel. And please continue watching this video. And also, on the downswing, we talked about we must create a flexion, which is a posterior position when you turn through. But you can see if my back stays in an interior position, if I go to here, I'm loading incorrectly already. Then on the downswing, you notice my back is popping up because I'm still in that interior position, which is locking position. You can see it puts a lot of stress. It puts a lot of stress on your back. Again, some people can get away with that movement by relieve stress, moving up very quickly or moving forward very quickly. But if you're doing that, then you're no longer swinging. Again, we talked about power struggle. Means, are you using a 2D power, or are you using a three-dimensional motion and creating proper energy? That's the power struggle we have always talked about. Also, if on the downswing, your shoulders, your arms, you're creating again 2D power on the downswing, if you're coming down power from here and arms, there's no way your body's rotating. Because remember, that 2D power is much quicker than the rotational movement, because that's what you naturally want to do, and that's how your human body made to do. So your body right here is going to create what? A brace of that power. So there's a jamming factor involved. That's another way you would get hurt. Because you can see if I'm swinging right now from the top, if I hit the ball like this becomes the ground. Okay, in this area, your hips and your back becomes the ground. So in other words, because you're using your arms and your chest power, this becomes the ground. So this area is absorbing the shots. That can create problems because a lot of times people say, well, I finished like this. Remember, you're not using this area to produce what? A dominant movement. So this area becomes a shot absorber. But if I'm swinging right now, correctly, the ground, it's my safe zone, right? My foot, I'm standing on it. That's why you can see a lot of times when you swing correctly, pros, they have a very good stability because they're using the ground for stability. Of course you're using the ground for stability because we're standing on the ground. Why not? Okay? But remember, there's very difference between using the ground for power, and we talked about that. There's no such thing. You're only using the ground for stability because you're standing on it. So the ground's absorbing my body weight and the motion. But if you're hitting the ball from the top, your hips and your back, it's absorbing the energy, meaning the output, right? So keep that in mind. So the more you watch this channel, the more you understand what I mean by power struggle. Okay? So what I demonstrate is exactly why most amateurs hurt their back. Okay? Now again, there are a lot of people who do the wrong movement all their life playing golf, not get hurt. Which good for them because they're lucky. But if you do hurt your back, if your back muscles here, all of the back muscles gets tight or sometimes really is damaging to your vertebrae and your spine, that means your back, it's not in a neutral position when you set up and when you turn, and then you didn't go to the flexion position and the core rotation on the downswing. Okay, so that is the number one cause of your back problem. Okay, so again, like I say, some people can do wrong movement all their life, not get back problem. But chances are, if you have a back problem, that is the problem, and that is the cause of the problem. Okay, now we're going to talk about a lot of problems like elbow problems, shoulder problems. We're going to talk about all of that. But today I really want to start out this dialogue. It means you guys understand why you have back problems. Okay? Alright, so thank you for watching this channel. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Click like to subscribe to our channel by clicking on this button right here. And we also have 2 recommended videos for you to watch. Alright, I'll see you next time.